Hi, let's take a midterm test together. Number one, reading. Read a presentation about natural disasters in Peru and choose true or false. Good morning, everybody. I'm so pleased to see so many here for my presentation about the positive aspects of natural disasters. I'm going to talk for about 40 minutes, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions at the end. So let's make a start. But before I say anything else, I would like to clarify that I think natural disasters are terrible. They cause countless deaths and incredible human suffering. However, I often find myself thinking that things often happen in nature for a good reason. And so I started to make a list of some of the good aspects of natural disasters, and I would like to present some of my ideas to you now. Om du tycker att jag läser för snabbt eller med löjlig brytning, så kan du pausa och läsa själv. Firstly, I am convinced that natural disasters make people have more respect for nature. I am currently living in Peru, and it is obvious here that natural disasters have influenced how people think about the power of nature. Everybody in Peru knows that earthquakes are part of everyday life and have a devastating effect. However, I have met very few people in Peru who believe that we can control nature. In 1970, perhaps the worst modern earthquake happened in Peru. It killed over 70,000 people and made over 500,000 homeless. The city of Huaraz was completely flattened, and in seconds, an avalanche destroyed a city about an hour north of Huaraz. I talk about these things because I have personally seen how much the people of Peru have made their respect for nature part of their culture. Last month in Huaraz, for example, there was a festival which lasted a whole week to celebrate the patron saint of earthquakes. Every day, local inhabitants marched happily through the city, dancing and playing instruments in honor of the patron saint. Each smaller community in the region also held similar events. I don't think that such festivals and respect for the power of nature are unique to Peru. In addition, I think natural disasters probably also build cultural bonds through a shared experience and consequently strengthen community heritage. I would now like to move on to my next point. Secondly, I think that natural disasters give communities a chance to improve infrastructure. In Huaraz, for example, after the 1970s earthquake, architects designed new buildings that were strong enough to survive an earthquake. These buildings are not as beautiful as the old ones, but they are safer. These improvements to buildings show that the local inhabitants now values safety over beauty. The government has also built walls and dams around the near lakes in the mountains to prevent landslides and avalanches. I am now going to show photos of some of the new buildings and constructions for you to view for yourselves. I also got some video extracts of local inhabitants talking about the improvement. True or false? The presentation is about the good points of natural disasters. True or false? Positive aspects of natural disasters. Okay, so natural disasters are bad, but there are some positive aspects according to this person. So one is true. Number two, the speaker is going to talk for just over half an hour. So a little more than 30 minutes. Really? I'm going to talk for about 40 minutes. 40 minutes, 30 minutes, not the same. False. Oh, sorry. People in the audience can ask questions at any time during the presentation. So people in the audience can just ask questions whenever they like. No, I'm going to talk for about 40 minutes and there will be an opportunity, möjlighet, for you to ask questions at the end. False. You cannot ask questions whenever you like. Number 4, the speaker thinks that natural disasters often happen for a good reason. I would like to clarify that I think natural disasters are terrible. They cause countless death and incredible human suffering. I often find myself thinking that things often happen in nature for a good reason. So it doesn't matter if you agree with this person or not, this person thinks so. So it is true. Things in nature happen for a good reason. Number 5, earthquakes are common in Peru. Well, it says that natural disasters have influenced how people think, and people in Peru knows that earthquakes are part of everyday life. So it must have happened very often. So this is true. Earthquakes are common in Peru. Some decades ago, and a decade is 10 years, some decades ago, an earthquake killed thousands of people in the town of Huaraz. Some decades ago, 1950s, that's 5 decades. It is some decades, it's 50 years. It's a long time, but a decade is 10, and it was only like 5 decades ago. So it's actually true. In Huaraz, there is a special festival at the patron saint of earthquakes. The patron saint is like the god of, the saint of earthquakes. Is there such a person? Yeah. Praying in the honor of the patron saint. De bad till det här helgonets ära, honor. So yes, true. What about number 8? The people thinks that natural disasters make people have closer relationship. The speaker thinks that people living with natural disasters have closer relationship to each other. Well, he talks about respect for the power of nature. He thinks that natural disasters probably also build cultural bonds through a shared experience and strengthen community heritage. But community heritage, is that closer relationships? Not really. It doesn't, like, he doesn't say anything about like personal relationships. It says that it strengthens community heritage. So like the people as a whole, but not like relationships. I think you could absolutely say that this is true, but he doesn't talk about personal relationships, only about community heritage. Och det är arvet, så själva folkets arv och relationen med arvet. Not the people, with each other. So it's actually false. 9. The speaker believes that natural disasters give people the opportunity to make their homes safer. Yes, absolutely. This was point number 2, improve infrastructure. And they build houses that are not beautiful, but very practical. So true. And number 10, the presenter finishes the presentation, avslutad, by showing photos of local inhabitants. Yes, I've got some video extract of local inhabitants. Show photos of new buildings and constructions. So this is actually false. The photos are of buildings and constructions, and the videos are of people talking. Yep. True or false? Let's move on to grammar. And here we can choose A, B, and C. And I'm going to go through these pretty fast, but you can always pause if you want to think for it for a second. Think about it. We, very pleased to hear that. We see, we are very pleased to hear that. Because we are a plural, so we are. We are pleased, we're very pleased, vi är väldigt glada att höra det. A desert isn't a good habitat for a fish. En öken är ingen bra habitat, ingen bra miljö för en fisk. A desert is singular, so it can't be isn't, it can't be aren't and not. 3. I'm wrong if I say that. There is an I. Am I? So it must be C. Good. 4. That company must be A, hasn't got, because a company is singular. A company hasn't got, has not got. 5. He, also C, because he is singular. He doesn't have the qualifications for the job. Qualifications are plural, but we're talking about he, and he doesn't. 6. Cactus plants much water to survive. Must be B, because doesn't need is for singular, and cactus plants plural, so they don't need. 7. He works than. He works harder than. Always harder than, stronger than, smaller than, hårdare än. Han jobbar hårdare än. B, harder. Comparative adjective. Number 8, deserts are must be B. It has to be B because you cannot say driest. You have to say the driest. Den torraste. De torraste. Just like in Swedish, you need some kind of article here. The driest. Den torraste. Sorry, it was B. Yes. Number 9. Fires can spread. El kan spridas. Fires can spread quickly or quicker. And it is quickly because a fire is quick, but it spreads quickly. So quick is an adjective, it describes a noun, but quickly is an adverb, it describes the verb. I run fast. I am a quick runner. I run quickly. Right. Number 10. Okay, so you have worked. Did you ever worked? Nej. You can't have two past tense verbs in a row. Have you ever worked? Har du någonsin jobbat? Have you ever worked? So it's C. Great. Let's go to the next grammar. We will not do writing because it is something that you do yourself. But we will continue with what's left of the grammar and the vocabulary. A, B, or C, you also get choices. You get choices here. Was anything in the box? No. Nothing. If you say something, then there is something there. Det finns något. No, everything, allt. So it has to be nothing. Nej, inget, nothing. 2. I told him is the past tense. So we will continue with the past tense. He looked very tired. 3. He, in front of a TV at the moment. Correct. B, is sitting because it happens right now. 4. They to America next week. The only grammatically correct one here is A, and they are flying. Remember, you can use the present continuous for future things if they're not like on a schedule. I'm flying next week. Can be used for the future or right now. But next week means future, and at the moment means here. So yeah. No. He golf when he was younger. He has played golf when he was younger. No, that's not how you use that one. Has played means that there is no ending or that it is continues to this day. He used to play. This is the present tense. He used to play. Han brukade spela. He used to play. So B. 6. B. Why? Did you used to read a lot when you were a kid? You cannot say, have you used to read? It has to be, have you used? And that would be very grammatically strange. So, did you used to read? Brukade du läsa? With the past tense helping verb in the past tense, did, and use is the infinitive, used to. Jag brukade läsa. She traveled to the seaside. What do you say? Transport, you always use by train. By train, by bus, by plane. We stayed in Paris for over a week. We stayed in Paris for 2 weeks. We stayed in Paris for 2 days. We stayed in Paris for over a week. 4. Prepositions are tricky. 9. The post office is the school and the bank. Has to be between them. B. And last one. She, a great teacher. She goes to be a great teacher. That's not grammatically correct. She go to, not grammatically correct. She is going to. You can use the present continuous is going to for the future as well. Hon kommer att. And that would be B. Great. Now, grammar 4 is a little bit more difficult because here you have no alternatives. You have to find the answer yourself and only one word. This can be much more tricky because it depends on your vocabulary as well. Number 1, we are going to go, of course, we're going to go. Number 2, he is homeless and sleeps a bridge. Okay. A bridge is a construction that is above the water. You can sleep either on the bridge or under the bridge. Another preposition. Good. So far, so good, right? Number 3. You behave well at school. Så uppförde du dig bra i skolan. English needs a helping verb here. And so you could say, like, you can say do. Do you behave well if it's present? But you can also say, did you behave well at school? Because if you're talking to an adult, they might not be in school. And if you're an adult, you don't really talk about behavior. You talk about yourself in the past tense, when I was young. But both are grammatically correct. Did your granddad use... Did your granddad use... We always say, in Swedish you say brukade, or brukar. In English, you always say used to or used to. So it's, again, another 2. Did your granddad use to smoke a pipe? Brukade din farfar röka pipa? He is breakfast at the moment. If it is at the moment, it's probably present continuous. He is eating. Yes, or he is having breakfast. You can say that as well. I have breakfast. I'm having breakfast. You can also say enjoying breakfast, but then you would say enjoying his breakfast. So, yeah. Let's move on. Number 6. We are really tired, so. Okay, this one it seems difficult. You can only use one word. So we going to bed has to be a subject here. We are really tired, so. And going cannot be the only verb here. We cannot say I going, you going. No, but it's we are, so it's we're. So it's we are, and you connect them, we're. So it's really 2 words, but we shorten them to 1 word. So yeah. Number 7, there was in the room not one person. Not one person, that would be no one. So no one. Always forget how do you write this. No, you write it like this. No one. No one. Ingen. No one. There was no one in the room. Because we're talking about people, not one person. You cannot say there was nothing in the room, not one person. You could, but no one is correct. So I'm going to go with that one. 8. They told the children that they making too much noise. How do you say this in the past tense, past continuous? He was making, they were making. So they were making too much noise. And you use this because it's a background thing. The children were making noise, and the parents, or whoever they are, told the children to be quiet. So you have one thing in the background being interrupted by the past tense. So yeah, they were making too much noise. Number 9. Eat sugar and fat if you want to lose weight. Should you eat sugar and fat if you want to lose weight? No, there is a word missing here, and it's, of course, don't. Do not eat. And another abbreviation, another short version, don't. Instead of saying do not eat sugar and fat, you can say don't eat sugar and fat, of course. Number 10, an umbrella with you. It's raining hard. Okay, it's raining. There's an umbrella. You should take an umbrella with you, or bring an umbrella with you. Ta med dig. Carry is a little bit, doesn't sound right. So let's not use carry an umbrella with you, like bär med dig ett paraply. But bring is okay. Yes, vocabulary. What can we do here? Here we have A, B, and C. We have options. We have choices to make. So this should be pretty easy. A synonym of modern is contemporary, clear, or actual. Contemporary. Contemporary art means modern art, or current art, or art of today. Contemporary. Number 2, a synonym of short and clear is literary, factual, or concise. And you can actually use this word in Swedish as well. Kort och koncis. Concise. 3. A traditional magic story for children is a drama, a fairy tale, or a novel. A drama is a literary genre, mostly seen in it's very common in TV series or Netflix series. Maybe we should call them if we're being contemporary. Fairy tales. Literary, it means tales about fairies. Så berättelser om magiska saker, fairy tale. A novel is just a book, roman. Okay. 4. The genre which tries to scare its readers is sci-fi, horror, or biography. Sci-fi can be scary, but it's not its main goal to scare you. It should be a horror. It should be horror. Horror is the correct choice. Horror means fright, scary. Um, Number 5. If you want to know what the weather will be like tomorrow, you should listen to the weather. You might want to say news, vädernyheter, but you don't really call it that in English. You call it the weather forecast. Forecast. Because you're not reporting on the news, you're reporting on weather and future weather, sort of before, forecast. And cast is just, streaming, like a podcast is that you can cast anywhere. Number 6, the phrase viewing describes what TV shows people regularly watch. The phrase viewing, what you regularly watch, what you normally watch is called your viewing habits. Habits means routines, behavior, vanor, beteenden, rutiner, all of those are habits. Fiction means it is not true. Fact means it is true. It's the opposite of fiction. Science is vetenskap. A period of 10 years is, and we talked about this earlier in reading actually. A period of 10 years is called a decade, from the Latin decem, which means 10. Tension is spanning. Like you can feel the tension in the air. If you're watching a horror movie and it's very scary and you can feel the tension, or drama, you can feel the tension. Yes, so decade. 8. The opposite of depressed is, I don't think it's like the scientific medical term for it, but very happy. So A, very happy. Powerful is that you're full of power, and legal is the opposite of illegal, according to the law. Number 9, to work something out mathematically is to, yes, I hope we all know this one, is calculate. Calculera, calculate. Räkna ut. Monitor is that you watch something closely, like on a security camera, you monitor something. And to compare is to compare two things, similarities and differences. Number 10, last one. When you are tense or anxious, you should try to relax. When you're tense, you're like, you just spänner dig själv, spending, you tense yourself and you're anxious, you should try to relax, you should try to breathe, you should try to go for a walk, do some yoga. Pardon is when you forgive someone. And foster is when you try to, cultivate or grow something. Like, I want my children to be good people, so I would foster good habits. I will tell them that every time they're doing something good, I will tell them that was very good. Keep doing that. You foster them. Okay, write an email to a friend in another country. These will all look, yeah, okay. Where you describe the eating habits in Sweden today. What kind of eating habits do you see around you? Are modern eating habits problematic or mostly good and healthy? Are they better or worse compared to when you were a kid? Okay, write at least 300 words, which would be around 300 paragraphs, or 3 paragraphs, sorry, and half a page. Now you can see here that we're already up to 104 words. So we should continue writing until we are about at 400 words. I'm not going to write this here. but I will perhaps tell you how to start. I would divide all of these questions up. Okay, so it's an email to a friend from another country who doesn't know anything about Swedish culture. Okay, what kind of eating habits do I see around you? Eating habits that I see. This will be one paragraph. Modern eating habits, good or bad. That's the second one. And the third one, are they better? Are modern eating or modern diets it has to be diets better than when I was young? Well, I still think I am pretty young, but I'm no, I'm not a kid anymore, I guess. So this needs to be around 100 words each. And a sentence can be everything from like 3 words to 10, 12 words. A good good paragraph should have around, well, it can have as little as 5 sentences, but as much as many as 12 sentences. So this should have a range, okay, 5 to 12 sentences. If I can, I think because I need 300 words, I would say I like 7 or let's say 7 to 12 sentences, or 7 to 10. Okay, so I need to write 7 to 10 sentences about eating habits that I see. We should have some kind of topic sentence. For example, the eating habits that I see today are mixed. Okay, some are very good. For example, people eat a lot of salad and healthy food. Healthy food, okay. Other eat less healthy food. I see many people at Burger King as an example. Okay, how many sentences are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I can absolutely, okay, so this could be like the first draft, first utkast, and then I could, move on. I can go back, I can increase, I can write more, but I could also expand. For example, the eating habits that I see today are mixed. I can use linking words. On the one hand, some habits are very good. For example, I usually see people eating a lot of salads and healthy foods when I walk through the city center. On the other hand, some people tend to eat less healthy foods. Don't want to repeat, I see. When I passed through Järntorget yesterday, I saw many people at Burger King. Can maybe say, maybe I saw many people standing in line at Burger King. A restaurant that serves very unhealthy Okay, so this is already almost 100 words in this little paragraph. But what I do is I divide the questions, I start brainstorming a little bit, and then I expand with more words, with linking phrases, linking words. I use both the present tense and past tense if I think it works for me. And I want to show that, I won't just say, yes, they're good, or no, they're bad. I want to explain. And for example, I see a lot of people eating healthy food. I see a lot of people eating unhealthy food because the eating habits that I see today are mixed. And then I can continue writing more or begin with the next one. So this is how if I were to take this test, this is how I would start. Good. Thank you for viewing this. I hope it helped you and you can see here like what you need to focus on. If you had a lot of errors, mistakes in the reading part, yeah, read more. If the grammar was difficult, you know what to do, study more grammar. And if the reading is very difficult for you, you know how to start, what to write, the grammar and everything, practice writing. Ask me if you need help with anything. Thank you.